Hello, my name is Coach Ed Duncan. I coach with Mitchell High School, Mitchell Middle School, and Mitchell Youth Wrestling. I work with athletes at every age and every level of development, as well as and including national team athletes for both Team North Carolina in freestyle and Greco-Roman and Team USA athletes in beach wrestling. In this week two journal video, I hope to reflect on how preparation defines leadership, explore how the connection between our planning systems, both for safety and practice, and the values that guide our coaching. Try to look at how the planning process reveals our priorities a little bit and habits and standards and what it's taught us about the kind of leader that I'm becoming. So, first question: how do our systems for safety and practice reflect what matters most to us as a coach? For me, as a head coach, athletes are being asked to trust our leadership and to help them achieve their full potential as wrestlers and realize their goals. Each wrestler's goals deserve our support, and providing a safe training environment free of unnecessary health and safety risk is part of making our program an inclusive, welcoming environment for our athletes to train in, which is something we value highly and stress a lot. Each phase of an athlete's development, their flexibility, their strength, their agility, their power, endurance, skill, tactical knowledge, etc., all of those things needs to have to be considered in our planning and execution of practices. Having well-developed safety routines and protocols helps ensure our athletes can train without unnecessary risk to their health and safety. Having well-developed practice plans demonstrates our commitment to their development and allows them to more fully buy into our program when they understand that the results will follow from our well-thought-out training systems. Athletes, parents, and our other coaches deserve to have their time respected as well. We want to maximize the training while minimizing time demands, as we know that both wrestlers and families need time outside of the sport to manage the daily realities of life. That old saying, failure to plan is planning to fail. We stress excellence to our wrestlers, and that should be reflected in how we as coaches approach our job as well. That's one of my motivations for trying to obtain my silver certifications, to demonstrate to them and to our coaches in a concrete manner my commitment to the athletes to be well informed, knowledgeable, and caring coach. My reflection on how the task this week, as far as the emergency action plan and the practice planning, influences my understanding of safety readiness and the role of structured preparation. Going through the EAP reminded me that our core values may remain the same. While our core values may remain the same with our program, constant updating and revision for documents like our emergency action plans and our practice plans and our team handbooks are important in keeping those documents relevant and useful. It also reminded me that we as coaches need to foresee and plan for things, both good and bad, that in our program so that we can handle them properly when they happen. It also reminded me that good preparation improves communication between the coaches and the athletes and parents and builds trust among each group that their need to be safe is being considered at all times during training. Finally, I'm reminded that giving athletes and parents more information about the training process helps educate them and builds their ability to train on their own with confidence when needed. For example, when we have snow days like we just had this week, and we ask our athletes to train at home, they're provided the resources to implement a useful practice regimen that reflects the same level of preparedness and planning that we would use in our in-person workouts. Knowledge is power, and giving our wrestlers information ahead of time and in real time about what's being expected of them in the training process helps aid in their ability to mentally focus, to prepare, and to execute during the workouts. Removing uncertainty and randomness cuts down on frustration and allows the athletes to go all out because they know what's being expected of them, and that's a win for everyone. So those are some of my reflections this week. Thanks very much for listening.